Production.
Yo, Ford Motor Company. All right, this one was popping. We like this one. We're back above the 200 EMA. We'll erase that though. Daily time frame. We have this descending triangle. This was our support here, right around $11, call it. You could adjust it to however you want. Whatever gets the most amount of touches will be more significant versus the less amount of touches, if you see what I'm saying. So we have several touches from July 2022 at this $11 zone, and now we have this breakout of this descending triangle, right? So we have this breakout, and we're revisiting the $14 resistance. I do think right now, with not only just in Canada but in the States as well, EVs are becoming more and more of like a thing. Okay, so this is going to be a selling point for these motor vehicle companies that want that are selling a product, if you see what I'm saying, right? So it's a new product. There's new electric vehicles coming out from Ford. There's going to be new people buying it. I think maybe the potential of, police fleets buying a bunch of electric vehicles, partnering with companies like Tesla, if that's in the future or something like that. These are things that we need to kind of pay attention to. So that's what investors might be pricing in, right? We have this nice bullish breakout to the upside. What we're going to look for from here is a higher low, right? So we can go to the weekly time frame, see how we make lower highs into this support. We can't get any lower than this low right here, which is right around $11, call it, right? So this low was made. Now we're looking at lower highs being printed into that zone. So again, lower high, and it happens several times here. Lower high. Now we have a higher high compared to this lower high, right? So you can now look at it here, higher high, weekly time frame, and now you could expect to have a higher low somewhere retesting in this range potentially. Maybe it'll go higher and then we create a higher low, but eventually there will be a higher low being created in this name. That's what we need to pay attention to and anticipate from a technical perspective. Okay, so as you can see, we have this price action leading us to this low. We break out. Technically our trend is changing. We could look to another technical tool we could use to confirm that is the cross of the 21 and the 8 EMA. If there's a golden cross to the upside, which it looks like there is right here back on June 5th, this is something that we could use to anticipate that the trends are changing. And now what we could look for, say if you're trying to get into the stock, is a higher low, right? Assume and anticipate that unless some major negative things happen in the market, that there's going to be a higher low due to the trends. Again, for those who don't understand, quickly, uptrends go low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and it continues, right? That's what an uptrend is. Downtrends go from a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? We can anticipate now, again, if that helps make sense, cross of the 21 and the 8 and making a new higher high, that eventually we will print a higher low. Where? Now, if we're looking at this, where will it and could it happen? Well, this is a zone we need to pay attention to. Wherever gets the most amount of touches. Today, bunch of touches in this zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could look at that and say, maybe we're going to slow down. We're getting really extended from the 21 and the 8. Maybe what happens here is the stock's price goes sideways and we create a bull flag. Maybe we dip, retest that zone before we continue upward. So again, there's so much opportunity in these names. Whether it's short term, long term, pay attention to the trends because that'll give you more clues on what's potentially going to happen next. Easy.